Hello, hello. How's that one? Okay. I hope you are doing amazing. And if not, you are actively making choices for yourself to be doing amazing. Okay. Just going to clean and cleanse the energy for us so that we can bring forth messages for the collective, for the greatest and highest good. Right? Because intention has weight, attention. Where energy goes, energy flows. Okay, let's start with the Arcturians as we do. So the thing with the Arcturians, many, many years ago, I came across this book called The Voyage to Arcturus. And I had never even heard of anything like it. I just really liked when I spoke it out loud, Arcturus. It just, I don't know, felt good. And then I read the book and immediately became obsessed with it. And I have read it quite a few times throughout my life. It's one of those ones that just keeps um, revealing, right? Each time you read it, it's like another layer gets exposed. It's one of those books. Anyways, and then I find out that there is a planet called Arcturus, and there are Arcturians who speak to people through the higher states of consciousness, I want to say, but I feel like they're a frequency. So higher frequencies, all of which was very cool as far as being led down a path way, not knowing where the heck you're going, and then later on being like, oh, right? Okay, let's see what these guys want to tell us, what the messages are for us today to take with us. Duality. The energy of duality helps you make peace with your inner duality. It helps you live in balance, oneness, and harmony so you can continue on your path to a cosmic consciousness. It helps you discover life through enjoyment and play. Yes, and that is very important to high vibing. Enjoyment and play is like key. Recognition. The energy of recognition helps you look at yourself differently. We often have a lot of self criticism that influences our self esteem in a negative way. Fear is frequently the barrier that keeps us from doing what we really want to do. Recognize yourself. You are a star. Okay, you are a star. You are a multifaceted being. You are a diamond. You can be both. You can be a star and a diamond. Both sparkle, both are shiny, right? But maybe your star is like a diamond in the fact that it's multifaceted, right? There's many planes, there's many levels, there's many dimensions within. And this is that duality, right? We are both the light and the dark. This is what it means to be physical. And the sooner we embrace and integrate all of the things that make us who we are, right? We're masculine and feminine. And we are up and down. We are all the things. That's why the Merkaba, I don't know if you know anything about Merkaba, but it's like energetic field, pretty sure produced by your consciousness. And it's two pyramids, one facing up, one facing down. And they create a diamond in between their overlap of their tips. And that's where you are. You're the diamond. And it's represents like the masculine and the feminine energies, one spinning in one direction, the other one spinning in the other direction. And it's this balance state that creates movement that allows you to fly through the cosmos. Essentially, I think that's one of its purposes, the Merkaba. I don't know, look it up. It's pretty cool. And Merkaba, apparently there's links to Robert Edward Grant. He was or is somebody who believes that each of the three pyramids holds a resonance or some sort of calculation that produces one is Mer, one is Ka, one is Ba, which is kind of interesting. Okay, let's see if any of these runes want to come out. Aha, Fehu. We love a golden acorn held aloft for all to see, to share in the abundance. Okay. Fehu, fehu, fehu. Where are you? There you are. Wealth, luck, abundance, energy, and fertility. The hardworking and energetic red squirrel holds aloft her golden acorn, a lucky discovery after a successful forge. It takes effort, but she is richly rewarded and her family is well fed. Red Squirrel needs to be careful about hoarding all her nuts in one place. Her treasures are safer when spread around a little. Fehu is a high energy rune and it brings luck and fortune. As the first rune of the first et, it speaks of beginnings. This is the rune that refers to removable property, removable property. Interesting. It actually is movable property, like money or possessions. In readings, it references prosperity, in particular that achieved through your own efforts. It can indicate financial security and successful business, property, and asset negotiations. Behu can also mean reduced financial problems and unexpected good fortune. It is a sign of hope and plenty, success and happiness. Okay, and that all sounds freaking fantastic. Okay, so I did switch up and say removable possessions and property. So this is a good time to release anything in your physical realm that is not serving you anymore. Consider these things as objects that are holding past energy, and you need to let them go because you are emitting a new energy. And so there's no room or space or need for this old energy holding stuff anymore. Okay, so purge, release, and get into that spring cleaning, right? Prepare your garden for the new beautiful plants that have yet to grow to be able to live their best life. Okay, and we need to get in there, get rid of the weeds, get rid of the dead plants of last season. Okay, so let us see, what is this message for us today? What can we know? What can we take away? What will we learn? What will we consider? The strength in transformation and discernment, being precise, being accurate, being in a position to cut away the things that no longer serve. Okay, and being an authority on that. So what else we got here? The centrally here, reaching a goal and being balanced and stabilized and grounded within all of your realms: physical, emotional, spiritual, mental, and spiritual. Okay, and this is reaching the goal, reaching the top. This is kind of the king sitting up high in the clouds, right? You got to the top of this mountain and you plunked the throne down, and you transformed, and now you're able to see things, and you have great strength. And you deserve justice. You will receive justice for this, for the things that you have put out, for the energy, time, effort. Okay, and what does your justice look like? Love, stability, joy, abundance, all of the above. Okay, we got the 1111, the 4 pillars, the wands, creating a stable structure, foundation. Okay, and we've got your divine spirit team. We've got the archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, all being like, yay! Okay. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, this is a being at a crossroads here. We'll see what and why. It's also like a sitting and a balancing of self before going away. And this is the passionate Knight of Wands. Look at all the passion and movement here. So this is something empowered by this strength here. Let's see what else we got. Ah, okay. This King of Wands here could be impassioned, and this Knight of Pentacles is patient, impassioned and patient. Okay, I feel like this Knight of Pentacles is preparing, is prepared. And this taking a moment to balance and center the self before moving. And also, I feel like transforming with this awareness of this potential or future glimpse. Okay, and the King of Wands knows what he wants. He's balanced, and he's got his eye on the prize, right? And he's linked to this passionate movement. So there is something on the move. Let's get some more cards here to help us flesh out the bones of this reading here. So let's circle back. We are talking about duality and recognition. I'm getting I'm getting love. Okay. There is the duality and the recognition. Okay, your masculine and feminine aspects of self coming together, choosing love, being love, holding love in your heart space. This is what love needs to be, the carrot that you, the rabbit, run after. Right? Anything that comes up for you in your life, love has to be the answer. How you respond, how you engage, how you move, how you speak, the lens you see through. You're a magician who alchemized and is manifesting this. Okay, it's kind of like your karmic justice for the transformation process that you've gone through or are going through, depending on where you're at. But you turned into this magician here. That feels all right. And I feel like love's attached to this golden acorn because it's like when you finally recognize love, it is like you are holding a golden ticket, a golden lottery, a golden acorn. Love is abundance, right? Love is joy. Love is all you need. And if you've got that, if you recognize that love within, that union within, that duality of your masculine, feminine, your light and your dark, your sun and your moon, your all of your things within, you've got it, man. You've got it. And your ability to alchemize the things that come your way back into love, right? There's a lot of frequencies going around us. And you holding the love frequency protects you from anything that is lower vibrating. Okay. And I kind of feel like this is here because your spirit team protects you in any way that they can. You've got this strength because love is strong. Love is like the sun. And it contributes and protects this passionate energy, movement energy. Yeah, when you find the love within, there's just like sunbeams shine out of your face. And you become liquid sunshine that overflows. Everyone you smile at, everyone who looks at you, they are just enrobed in the light of love. And that's a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. Oh, there's a song just running in my head, but I swear it's just because it's one of those songs that when it gets stuck in your head, it's in there. But when I'm channeling for messages, I kind of have to throw out everything that comes up. So I can't fight this feeling anymore. I've forgotten what I started fighting for. And I always forget the rest of the words. But I think that's the part, right? Like we resist ourselves. This is that integration of the shadow aspect, right? Like when we recognize our own resistance towards love, feeling love, being love, recognizing love within, there's like this integration that happens. Like, oh, you're resisting it because you need it, because you crave it, because you want it. I've forgotten what I started fighting for. It just becomes like this inherent, maybe it was modeled to us. Maybe in the past, we saw glimpses of it, or put ourselves out there little bits here and there to try and find it, seek it, take it, taste it, touch it, and it didn't work out great. But I think that's because there was a level of unworthiness within. It's like we didn't have the hands to receive it then, in the past, those past versions of self trying to figure it out. Okay, and this is why it was important to take time, transform, and balance, because yeah, you can't fill your cup with liquid sunshine if there's holes in the bottom, right? And this non-corporealized sense of self, you're just like a sieve. Everything just leaks through, right? And your self-recognition, healing, and balance of your dualistic isms is what solidifies your cup. Okay, and then once your cup is solid, then all the joy, appreciation, and love that you feel fills it with liquid sunshine. And then the liquid sunshine from your cup spills over, and in its drops are seeds. Okay, and those seeds fall into other people's gardens and is some sort of medicinal herb that helps those people heal their cup. Okay, so we've got Destiny here, okay, and Destiny linked to this King of Wands and your Divine Spirit team being like, yay! So this is also like the sword of truth, okay? So there's something true and protected coming in towards this love. And, this could very well be your recognition that you are love, that you are worthy of love. Big love, small love, love is such a beautiful thing. It's like water, right? It's like liquid sunshine, and it takes the form of anything you put it into. I was just shown the image of like a holy great type thing, right? And this is somebody else's cup, and you're overflowing your liquid sunshine into their cup, and most of it's going through, but some of it is landing on the spaces in between that are solid, right? And then it's turning into vines, and it's creating like a lattice over the lattice, um, enabling the cup to hold a little bit more, right? And this is how your overflow um, can help to heal others. It's like giving them a little boost until or showing them at least a glimpse of what it feels like resetting their baseline. People thinking that their baseline is just that first layer, the sieve with the holes, right? And then you kind of showing them that, oh, you can fill those holes and it can hold more. Okay. Let's see if there's any more messages for us coming out of here, out of this deck. The Empress. This is holding the frequency, holding the joy, holding the love, holding the frequency of love, 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 love. Yeah, the Empress, she's in receiving mode. She's open and ready to receive all the joy, all the stability, all the abundance, all the love. She is both the holder of and the acorn. She is connected to her heart space and the cosmos. Like this portal system behind her. It's like ripples, and it's also like a spider web. So it's giving me like you're not only receiving, but you are weaving a new timeline or world or station frequency. I don't know. There's something very webby about her resonance. There's your overflowing cup of love and sunshine. Okay. And all the little drops are like little seeds that bloom, that sprout. Okay. Now, over here with this Knight of Pentacles, this patient, prepared pentacle action man. He's like waiting on action. He's like the bow being drawn back. And what it's doing when you pull the arrow back in your bow, you're charging the energy that is going to soar, that is going to let fly the arrow when you release it. And I feel like that's this Knight of Pentacles deal in his preparedness. And his armor is very well taken care of. He's been through a lot in the past. Okay. And this is like the patchwork, like the work that you do to become a vessel able to hold liquid sunshine. Right? And it's not like this knight needs to be wearing armor in order to survive a fight. It's also just the armor to survive life, to get out there. You know, even like the clothes that we wear, the hair we do, or whatever, right? They're all levels of external expressions of self that we feel comfortable enough in to engage. Right? Like for some of us, they are masks that we wear in order to engage with the public. And these aren't necessarily bad things. What happened here? These guys. What? What are they doing? How did they flip? Okay, well, the Chariot's bringing in the sun, some work, and potentially a soul tribe here. So there's the sun that is filling your cup with liquid sunshine. We've got just, I can't, like, so much moving energy here. So much moving energy. And I feel like these are people that are heading in the other direction. But this King of Wands here, just there's so much movement always around this King of Wands, knowing what he wants, going for what he wants. Where's he going? Where's he going? What is he doing? Okay, and then the work attached to your experiences and the sun, the liquid sunshine, empowering, filling cups. So yeah, the Five of Wands, because it's a five, it's either a positive or a negative. They're either a group of people for you or not for you. And this could be like a soul, a group of people that you're choosing to move away from, because we've got both the Chariot and the Passionate Knight. They're all moving away from this group here, holding their arrows, which makes sense. They're just holding their arrows and they're fine, you know, jabbing, sticking, poking, holding. But because we had this arrow metaphor over here about you've done this transformation, which is like you created a bow for yourself and you figured out what you needed to do to actually let loose your arrow, right? I feel like if you love it, let it go. And if it comes back to you, then it's meant to be yours or something. So, you know, these people are holding onto their arrows because they're like, well, this is the only arrow we have and we have to hold on to it. You're crazy. And this king is just like, okay, I'm going to go and be crazy over here. You guys have fun. And kind of went all in on this. Like, I want to send my arrow that way and see how far it goes. You know, and they're like, but then what? Then you won't have an arrow. And he's like, yeah, but I'll have a point of reference, a destination to head for, a goal, a purpose, a thing I did. And they're like, you're crazy. We're out of here. And he's like, bye. Okay, I don't know. Take what resonates always and leave what doesn't for somebody else, right? That's the thing with these collective readings. They're kind of they're just for certain people who are meant to come across it. And if that one doesn't feel like it's yours, maybe another one does, right? Okay, maintaining momentum, and the result of that yet to be revealed. Okay, so this momentum is what fills your cup and is part of the work, the dedication that you keep at, right? It's like if you want to get in shape, you have to maintain a momentum, right? A certain level of dedication. And, like dedication, that's what it looks like. And that's what fills your cup here. This is all swirling and dripping down out of the sun into your cup here. But we also have the sun and the moon. This is also the duality here, the recognition of the duality. Some things are obvious, blatant, shining brightly right in your face, and other things are yet to be revealed, right? Like this knight's arrow that he shoots out into the night. Where does it go? He's got a faith that his path will lead him right to it, and that all things will be revealed. Get out. Get out. Not you. This guy. The emperor. Okay, like the fact that the emperor and the empress keep coming out in these readings, this is not a normal thing. Like there's like, look at how many cards there are, and then like it's just the odds, right? The odds. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, the emperor and the empress. Okay, 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 okay. Beautiful, amazing, and WTF. Yeah, duality, love, divine union, joyful, stable, shining overflowage of amazingness. Okay. It like my brain just goes as soon as these two come out. Like, come on, guys. Come on. Okay, so this knight here transformed. This could be like a work situation or just people that are no longer serving the greatest and highest good of this King of Wands here, who has set his sights, transformed, claimed his destiny, listened to the spirits, turned into a freaking emperor, and is making a move towards his empress. Okay, who also did all of the above. Because the emperor and the empress, they mirror each other, right? They're the divine, masculine and feminine, within and without. They're the mirroring of self. They are each other. This is why these twin flame unions and stuff like that, why they're so hard, but they're also so freaking magical. I mean, that's the idea. That's the, whoa, how do I have 5% battery? Oh my goodness. Okay, things just got real here. Things just got real. Okay, let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. Let's go fly a kite and send it soaring up to the atmosphere, up where the air is clear. Oh, let's go fly a kite. I don't know why that one came out, but you know what? It does. It's kind of blustery out there. It's a good day for flying kites. But there's just like this freedom and this connection to your inner child, this playful, joyful. This is part of this, right? Like enjoyment and play. Once you have this balance and or external, depending on what you're manifesting for yourself and what resonates for you, where you are in your journey. But life is meant to be enjoyed and be playful and not taken too seriously. Laugh at yourself, laugh at others lovingly. So, in both cases, and just recognize that you are worthy of love, of being a whole vessel capable of holding all the liquid sunshine that you produce with your love and your joy. Okay, because you're an alchemist, you're a magician. You take anything somebody gives you. This is that like Jesus turning water into wine. That's alchemy, man. Right? Okay. Trust your heart, your spirit, and Cupid, because they're all working in your favor. Okay? There are the messages for today. I'm sorry I did not charge my phone, and so we are cutting things short and sweet, but all things happen for a reason. So there you have it. That's the message for today. I hope that it blows your mind, and that you recognize your capacity and your ability and your awesomeness. Okay? Love and gratitude to you and to the other you, because you are dualistic. Okay. I appreciate you and take care. Love you. See you next time.